Hello, my name is Dhananjay Kumar. I hold a Master of Computer Application degree and have over 10 years of experience in software development, industrial automation, and IoT solutions. Throughout my career, I have designed and developed enterprise applications that integrate software with industrial hardware, real-time monitoring system. My technical expertise includes ASP.NET MVC Core, C Sharp, MySQL, embedded system, industrial IoT, AI. I have experience developing scalable web application, REST API, mobile application, and real-time communication systems. So, today I am going to start C Sharp console course. In this course, we decided to 18 module. First one is Introduction to C Sharp. Second one is C Sharp Fundamental, Decision Making, Loops, Methods, Array, String, Object-Oriented Programming Advanced Concepts, Exception Handling, Collections and Generics, Delegates, Lambda Expression, LINQ, File Handling, Database Programming with the help of Edu.NET, asynchronous programming, modern C# features, are small projects. For first module, that is the introduction of C#, we explain history of C#, what is the feature of C#, what is .NET Platform, what is .NET SDK, what is Visual Studio, VS Code setup, create your first console application, programming structures, commands, building and running programs. In practical, we give the two set of examples. One is Hello World and second one is the simple calculator. On second module, that is the fundamental modules of C#, we gives variables, consonants, data type, value type, reference type, typecasting, boxing, unboxing, operator, console, input and output, and string interpolation. In this section, we have three examples. One is area calculator, number two is temperature conversion, and then the swap two numbers. Third module, we discuss the decision making module in which we give you if else, nested of if, switch expression and ternary operator how to work. In which we give on practical section grade calculator, largest number, leap year, menu driven programming using the switch. On fourth module, that is the loop, while, do while, for each, nested loop, break and continue. Here we show the examples of practical examples like multiplication tables, Fibonacci series, prime number, Armstrong number, and pattern printing. On 5 modules, that is the methods, in which we see how to create a methods, how to declaration of method, what is the definition of methods, what is the methods calling, return type of the methods, method parameters, method overloading, named parameters, optional parameters, reference, out and recursive methods. In practical section, we given you factorial, recursive Fibonacci, and power functions. On module 6, we are giving you one-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, zugged array, array classes, searching and sorting. On practical session, we given you matrix addition, matrix multiplication, array search, and bubble sorting. On 7th module, that is the string module, here we learn string classes, string methods, string builder, string formatting, and the regular expression. 8th module, that is the object-oriented programming module, in which we see class, object, constructor, destructor, field, properties, method, static methods, and this keyword. On practical section, we create a student class, employee class, and bank account class. On 8th module, we saw object-oriented programming advanced concept, that is encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, interfaces, abstract classes, and sealed classes. Here again we have three practical examples: vehicle management, SAP calculator, and then the banking systems. Module 10, which is exception handling. Here we show try, catch, finally, throw, custom exception, and practical examples is ATM simulations and banking exceptions. On module 11, that is collections and generics, here we show array list, list, dictionary, queue, stack, hash set, generic classes, generic methods. On practical, student record management and contact books. Here we see module number 12, delegate and lambda expression. What is delegate? Anonymous. What is an anonymous method? What is the lambda expression? Actions. What is actions? What is function? And what is the predicate? Sorting with lambda, delegate expression. Examples. On module 7, module 12 and module 13 is very important because on web application development, like ASP.NET MVC core section, these two modules are very important for filtering, querying, and applying searching methods on the fetch data of MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, any other databases. So on module 13, that is the LINQ, introduction to LINQ, query syntax, method syntax, filtering, sorting, grouping, aggregation, practical examples, that is the employee search, student filtering. On module 14, that is the file handling, what is the file classes, dictionary, directory classes, stream reading, stream writer, binary reader, binary writer, and JSON serialization. Again, we have three practical examples: student file system, employee record, log file generator. On module 15, we show database programming. In database programming, we show the SQL Server connections, MySQL connections, connection objects, commands, data reader, data read adapter, CRUD operation, and stored procedures. Examples: fetching data from student table and making a small examples for student management system and employee database. Asynchronous programming, that is the threads. Here is threads, task, asyncs, await, task, the parallel library. Practical examples: file download simulation, background processing. On modules 17, that is the modern features of C Sharp like var, dynamic, nullable reference type, records, pattern matching, tuples, switch expression, and file scoped namespace. On module 18, we gives a small mini projects on any one like student management system, that is the console based, not a web based, and not a desktop based application. This will run on the command prompt, and through the command prompt we can handle the student data, employee data, library data, etc. So approximately 17 plus practical exercises, tool and technology we have used C Sharp, 12, .NET 8 SDK, Visual Studio 22, SQL Server, MySQL, Git and GitHub. These are the course of contents of C Sharp console programming. Approximately 40 hours of theory and 16 hours of practical. That means 100 hours of course of contents. These are freely available on YouTube. We post one by one, module by module on YouTube to learn student C Sharp console programming. Please subscribe my channel and likes my channel. Thank you.